Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Sunday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Welcome. Good to see you. So, hope you had a great Sunday. Hope you're getting ready for a great week. Um, Man, it's Christmas. It's coming. It is coming. Less than 1 month. Jenny, what is happening? Glad I woke you up. Man, it's going to be Christmas in like less than a month. I can't believe it. It's exciting. I can't. It's just exciting stuff. So I don't know. Even if you don't celebrate Christmas, those who don't, they say, "Oh my God, the streets are so nice. Everything." So so it's kind of cool. But today, I want to talk about you know um, as a Christian, you believe that, or I let me just throw it at me. As a Christian, I believe that there's only one way to heaven, right? And that is by Jesus Christ. So, Jesus Christ, if you would, as a person, right, would get me to heaven. It's like if you kind of just go with the concept, okay? If Jesus Christ, the person, can get me through heaven, right? Because I believe in him. I believe that he died on the cross for my sins. I believe he is the Son of God, and that should do it, right? So that gets me to heaven. Stats on the eighth. Love looking at all the homes. Yeah, all the homes. Now there was a time I was not a Christian, right? And I used to remember this time of the year, me and my parents and I would go around. There's a neighborhood that back in the day they used to decorate, and so we used to go and have fun. So it's a lot of good stuff. But so as a Christian, you believe, I believe, again, let me throw it at me. As a Christian, I believe that, Jesus Christ is my bridge to heaven. That's how I would get to heaven. If I don't believe that, I don't get there, right? So that's my belief. Well, that's great and all, right? But have you ever thought about like is there like heaven on earth? Like, can you live heaven on earth? Like, think about that question for a second. I know, like, the biblical version of heaven may not really be possible here because there's not like streets of gold and but we're not going to get into that. But I know that that is not here. But is there a way to live on earth like you live in heaven? Have you thought about that? And I was thinking about that, and a friend of mine says send me a clip, and I was so reminded of this, and I'm like, oh, this is such a perfect thing to share. Um, and I saw this clip, and once I share it with you, you'll be like, oh yeah, you've talked about you. I see where you're going with this, that kind of a thing. But so again, if even if you're not a Christian, this can apply to you. You can actually take this and work it in your life. Okay. So I just want to review this part because this is really important. As a Christian, I believe that Jesus Christ died for my sins, and he's the Son of God. And through him, I'm saved, right? And that's how I get to heaven. Now, that's very simple, right? Now, the way you live on earth, heavenly, is this. See, if the person is going to get you to heaven, let's say, then that person's principles will have to apply on earth here while you're here. So the way you live heaven on earth is by living his principles, his, meaning in my case, Jesus Christ's principles. Now, I'm not a perfect Christian. I've never claimed to be one. Okay. I'm growing every day. I'm a work in progress. I study every day, but I'm definitely not a perfect Christian. I want to get that out there. At the same time, my MVPs, morals, values, principles, are based on scripture and based on what I believe in, you know, biblically and personally. So they're not just my MVPs, my morals, my principles, my values. I haven't just pulled them off thin air. That's why I talk about MVPs so much. I say you've got to just really, when you pick them, you just got to embrace them and just protect them with everything you got, right? Because they do get tested all the time. So, one of the principles, now listen to me, you don't have to be a Christian. These principles are principles that are mentioned and practiced in multiple religions. Why? Because they're good. One, for example, the good book says, do unto others what you'd like to be done to you. Isn't that what the golden rule, like everybody talks about? Treat everybody like you want to be treated. Well, that's where it comes from. It's from the Bible. Bible says, do unto what? Others whatever you want done to you. You want people to lie, cheat, and steal from you? You do the same to them. You lie, cheat, and steal from them. Now, let me ask you a question. Let's say you're not a Christian. A lot of you are not. Let's say you're not a Christian. Is that a bad principle? Hey, don't treat people like crap. Chances are they're going to treat you like crap. That's pretty today's words. How's that a bad thing, right? So some of these principles are key to success, to growth, to finding your purpose, to finding the reason why you're here. I'm telling you, I used to think that we're here because of, I don't even know what I used to think. I didn't even think we were an accident. I just thought we're here and we're just going to bounce. But it's not like that. There's a reason why. Right? So this gets you closer to getting to your purpose, to live a purposeful life. You've heard me say this all the time. Pursue your purpose, right? Pursue that. So to take those principles of that person, right, and bring them home and apply them in everyday life, I think that's pretty cool, right? There's a lot of stuff that you can take and you can apply it to your daily lives in order to live a better, more comfortable life. Now, here's the thing. The other thing is, I'm not saying that your audience is going to be always very welcoming, right, to these, but that's how exactly, Jenny, yeah, that you stick to your MVPs. And if you pick them, if you believe in the Bible, if you biblically you pick them, you study them, you handpick them, and you stick by them, and you're postured no matter what, then it doesn't matter if it gets tested, if your audience is not with you or with you, doesn't really matter because you will attract who you need to attract anyway, right? So it starts on the 8th. Oh, it starts on the 8th of December, right? Yeah, December. And it's for 8 days, I think. Let me do a live on that. I'll study it. I have some friends actually. But yeah, so if Jesus, the person, gets me to heaven as a person, then taking his principles and applying them right here every day in my life, then that would mean that I can live heaven on earth. Again, doesn't mean that everything is going to be, oh my goodness, kumbaya, my Lord, everything's going to be amazing. You're going to have no issues, no problems. Nobody's going to argue it. No, that I never said that. Right? There's going to be a peace with you. Again, you know, the thing is this. The best way I can say how important your MVPs are is this. If a situation comes up, okay, where let's say I can, I don't know, I can rob something. Okay, let's say I can rob a store and walk away with a lot of, I don't know, goods and cash and what have you. Right? I can't even think about it. Right? Let's say I had that opportunity. Right? If I have my MVPs and I'm solid and I got my principles and I know the stuff, it won't matter if I have that opportunity. Because whether I have that opportunity to rob or I don't have that opportunity to rob, it's the same. Either way, how am I going to rob? So it takes that stress off you if you're solid with your principles and your MVPs, your morals, your values, your principles, right? If you're solid, you don't have to stress about it because if the opportunity comes, it's the same as if it didn't because you're just not going to do it. Right. And on the other side, you are it may be something positive as well. So again, I think I beat this to death, but whatever you believe in, you know, practice those principles and stick by them. And I love that you can live heaven on earth. If you are a Christian and if you believe that Jesus is the person that will get you to heaven, then his principles would get you a pretty decent life or, you know, here on earth. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this. Appreciate you. Drop a takeaway from this live below. Let this feed grow. And if you feel like this is worthy of sharing, don't be shy. Share. It's a safe zone. And with that, I am Sean Azimi with SideGigSean.com, where I help you look, start, and grow your side business. Signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.